Koran. We're on. Hello.
Good evening, Cambridge. Henry Oliveras, aka Q Unlimited, with Michael Koran.
And we're friends.
We're friends. We're friends.
So he was going to do whatever is real for him.
Whatever's real for me.
Yeah.
Michael, you know I've been dancing like a madman for the last week, so
Yeah.
I'm a little stiff and a little...
He's going to do that.
Snowblind.
That's what's real. That's what's real.
Dancing.
Welcome to our new set.
Welcome to
Isn't
our new
it pretty? It's whatever happens, it's pretty.
And you can see the people coming through. It kind of feels like MTV, you know.
I'm going
you
to
got
take my shoes off.
that backing.
So welcome to AHA, a human among humans. And with your help, Barbara and Columbia, I'm getting more human. And with your help.
What is AHA?
It stands for A, human, H, A, among humans.
Why don't you enlighten me and the audience as to what exactly that is?
It's the attempt to be a human among humans. It doesn't look too promising now with one shoe. But that's the problem. That was the problem.
He's got this one leg up. It reminds me, I come from the Bronx, so they used to hike that one leg up and, you know.
I'm beginning to learn it. You know how I learned?
How'd you learn, Michael?
I went to my beloved Michelle, who's from northern New Hampshire.
And how did you meet?
We met at dance. We met at a dance weekend.
Oh, okay.
That was the first time. And I won't talk about that so much. But her family talks about down-to-earth things, not like me. You know, they'll say, how was the trip here? What was the traffic like? What was the weather like? That's the whole conversation, the whole meal.
Really?
Yes, once they asked, well, what do you think of the coming presidential campaign? They said, well, who's running? So, and they said they're all the same. They weren't interested. But they're really nice people. But and I'm always a little bit above that, because being really down to earth was too painful.
Now, didn't we have a conversation just like before we got here about being judgmental?
I wasn't being judgmental. I was being praising them for that. I didn't use one judgmental word.
Not one judgmental
No,
word.
I didn't. I appreciate that. I'm sparing them, visiting them.
Isn't that hard for them or hard for you?
Well, it's for both of us. It would be now. I was a good boy for 3 years with them.
Okay.
And just joined in. But now I need to be myself, and if they come visit me, they'll know what they're getting into.
All right. They're ready for the
But
existential.
I want the one to spoil their Thanksgiving or Christmas and saying, well, let's talk about Jesus, and they don't want to do that.
They don't want to do that.
No.
They're meat and potatoes kind of people.
Yes, but if they come to me, that is what we...
They're in your world.
They
and
know
subject to all the
and they
rules
can
of that world.
leave whenever they like.
Right.
Well, we have a poem
We have a poem.
that I wrote to this beautiful woman who I dated for a while, and I think as soon as I met someone else, she began to be more interested in me.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Zip! I know who
And
you're
she's
talking about.
lovely.
But isn't that always the case?
No.
When you don't want them, they want you.
Not, but somehow, I think there's a radar. I think we feel more comfortable. If someone really wants me, that reminds me of my mom.
Okay.
And that was very hard.
That freaks you out.
That was hard, yes. I just had a session with my therapist. We decided I need to get rid of any trauma from my previous
Well, you might have to give me your therapist's number because I find myself doing the same thing.
Why don't you
You know,
just get rid of it?
the moment somebody's interested, I go, and I'm off and running.
This is how this is my at least theory of how to get rid of my past trauma.
Past trauma.
You might like this.
Keep your ears open. This is important.
Yes, pay attention to the soles of my feet. Feel the earth. Feel that, oh, the earth is supporting me and I'm leaning into the earth. Feel my seat, which is always a sensitive area. Feel it with all its juiciness. Feel my heart, which I've had a breastplate in front of my heart. You understand this.
Well, so yes, a spiritual breastplate,
To
right?
protect it. And so I had a teacher who said, take one hand to your mouth and the other to your heart, and you'll relate to people much better that way.
Did it work?
I'm trying it now. Oh, I feel much more love for you when I do this, when I shut up and do this. It really works. For you too, Claudia. Well, oh, it's almost,
Well, you know, that says a lot because Michael always expresses how much love he has for me, and
Yes.
he knows the feeling is mutual.
it's, actually, the love is so strong, I'm afraid of it. But not anymore, if I have my feet on the ground.
Mhm.
And then the last one is to put pay attention to my crown. And if I can feel all four places and that they're working together, then, and let, the breath of the air, the dance of the air and the dance under my feet come through me, then that will, what will that do to trauma? You can tell me.
Oh well, no, this is you tell me what you're experiencing.
I feel whole when I do this. I feel loving. I don't know what happened to my trauma. She wanted me to just let the trauma go into the air or the earth. Those are too metaphorical for me. I needed to physically feel it because of great teachers like you. But there seems to be no room for trauma. Maybe it could seep out. Yeah, I could feel it just saying, no, this is no place for us. We're out of here. And coming through leaving through my pores, it's like getting a good massage. Q I did was, we can't advertise on CCTV, but he's a great masseuse and the best male dancer, I think, in Cambridge. that I've met.
Oh, then you haven't seen my teachers.
Yeah, I haven't, that's true. So, but if you would like to, we have a structure to this.
We have a structure.
Don't let what we're doing confuse you, make you think we have no structure.
I do wanna answer to what you said, Michael.
Yes.
About there's no room. It sounds to me like you just may be concentrating on so many things that you just can't concentrate on your
Trauma?
on your trauma. Yeah, that's what it feels like.
It feels like it's somehow free to leave through my pores.
It's interesting you should say that, because in Chinese medicine, the lungs hold grief, and part of the respiratory system, even in Chinese medicine, is the skin, and they talk about releasing the exterior. So you're not too far off with that, according to Chinese medicine.
What does it mean really? I'm going to live it now. Why don't you tell me? You're teaching.
To release the exterior, I don't know. It's I really don't know how to explain it, but it's sort of you feel it sometimes when you have like onions, like onions or garlic. You know, you can feel that your pores are kind of like opening up, and that's releasing, something through the pores. So I'm the best way I could express it is that way.
It was like sweating, really.
It's kind of like sweating, except there's no real sweat.
Sweating
it's
out.
emotion.
Sweating out my karmas. Or
Sweating
just
out
letting
your
it
karmas,
leave.
yeah.
I think I was holding on to it for some reason. Because it was home.
Yeah, that's what the lungs do. They hold on.
It was home. Trauma was home. And I don't need that anymore. I have a new home. Wow. Well, thank you for explaining it.
Best I could.
Yes, very, very helpful. So, Q is also a healer, an amazing healer. So, if you would like to, and we're experimenting. Q is a dancer and singer, and we're going to see, you've seen with us in the past, Columbia, how we have sung even these 17-syllable haikus. Now, because Columbia voted for this.
Who's Columbia?
Columbia is watching from West Virginia.
Who is she?
She was a student of mine in my psychic skills for psychic life class
Oh, okay.
30 years ago,
All right.
and kept in touch. And she watches us faithfully from West Virginia on.
Columbia.
Yes, anybody could watch this anywhere in the world. Just go to CCTV and click on live stream.
I'll be by next week for dinner, so
Wow,
make
West
sure.
Virginia.
Yeah.
And
Make sure you make it good.
Barbara's very faithful. She lives just down the block, and she watches.
Oh, she's much easier to go to dinner.
Barbara
to.
deeply believes with all her heart in Jesus and shares Jesus with others. And I love that too. Okay, so now, maybe, so we're gonna try to dance these poems as well as sing them. And I was telling you, anything worth doing is worth doing badly.
And I said to him, I didn't want this on the air because I don't want to look bad.
Yeah, so we might not post this on the web, so this is your big chance to see this.
On the other hand, it could blow me up.
Yes.
Yeah, it could blow me up.
But you have the choice of whether I do too.
I have the choice, huh?
Both of us have.
Okay.
We have to both agree to put it on.
Because I could play with this physically. I don't know.
Go for it.
Okay.
Go for it.
Do you want to read it?
Why don't you read it once first? Before we.
I'll read it once.
Yeah.
And I got a chance to look at this poem a little bit. So my favorite, one of my favorite styles is contemporary hip hop or lyrical dance. So as Michael reads, I'm going to try to exemplify the words and movement.
Okay, then I will read it. Yes.
Oh, okay. Then I better put this down.
This is called hue. This is very appropriate for the season. It was written at this time,
Okay.
several years ago.
And you got to go slow because I've got to work it out as you
Yes,
go.
I'm going to start with the title. I'm going to read it once, and then we'll play with it.
Okay.
You.
And there's not a lot of space here, guys. So.
Fall, succeeding fall. You're like trees' leaves, whose green dyes to awe with new hues. Maybe one more time. You.
Let me grab this so I can
Yeah. Okay.
read it. As
Why
you
don't you
say.
do it one more time?
Oh, okay. Fall succeeding fall. You're like trees' leaves, whose green dyes to awe with new hues.
It's a beautiful thing to say to someone growing older too, in some ways. Like
Well,
us.
thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, like us. And he's just a spring chicken compared to some of us here. He was 20 years younger than I.
In body, maybe younger in heart.
Maybe even younger than that. Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to see. This is we're making this up as we
And
go
you got to
along.
say each word and give me some space.
Okay, the title first. Okay. You.
Well, we're gonna wait till you get to the actual poem.
Hue. Okay. Fall. I'm going to follow. Succeeding. No, I'm going to watch this thing. Let's start again. Okay, I'm going to give you. How am I doing after the first?
Sure.
Fall. Succeeding. Fall. You're like trees, leaves, whose green dyes to awe with new hues. Well, now Q's a great teacher, so you're going to teach me now. Okay, you'll be the teacher,
Okay.
and I'm going to, since you did it very literally, I'm going to do it less literally. Okay, but you can keep working with me you'll see what a wonderful teacher he is.
Okay. We're not gonna move to the title. So
Okay.
you hue. Fall. Succeeding. Fall. Your trees. Leaves. Whose green dyes to awe with new hues.
Actually, it's too hard to do abstractly. It has to. Now, let's do it again, and let even more of our feelings come out in our movement.
Okay. More than what I just said. That was pretty expressive.
Yes. Now we're going to ask ourselves, what does fall mean to us? Because it's fall now.
Yeah, you have extraordinary sense, more than most people I know, for seasons.
I am, very much so. Also, if the moon is out, I can't sleep. You can put me in a room with no windows
Wow.
and tell me that, and not tell me that the moon is out, and I will not be able to sleep.
Wow.
So you have great power though when you learn to harness this. Hue.
So are we doing this together, Michael, or am
No,
I?
no, you're still doing it.
All right.
And then maybe we'll do it together to see what happens.
Okay.
We're dancing. And then maybe sing it. Fall, succeeding fall. You're like trees' leaves, whose green dies to awe with new hues. Right? And now, because Hugh sings, oh no, I'll sing. Unless you would like to. Would you like to sing
Oh,
it?
you
as
go
move?
first, yeah.
I'm going to sing it while you're moving, if you'd like.
Sure.
By the way, I learned from Susan, we have a music teacher here on hues. Fall, succeeding fall. You're like trees, leaves, whose green dies to autumn with new hues. And now I'd love you to sing it once, and then, if you can, sing it while moving.
Oh.
If you can. First thing is just sing it.
Yeah, the tough part is getting a melody for it, alright?
Okay.
Now I'll get your melody in my head.
It's mine. That'll help. Just stay with mine.
Fall, succeeding fall. Your trees, leaves with green dies to awe new hues.
Well, now just sing it without moving, just so because you're a singer too.
Well, I wouldn't call that singing. I'm kind of
Oh.
monotoning it, but okay.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna make it a little bit faster this
Go
time.
for it.
Fall, succeeding fall. You're like trees, leaves, whose green dies to awe with new hues.
That was beautiful. Sing it again, please.
If I can do it again the same
Yeah.
way. Fall, succeeding fall. You're like tree leaves, whose green dies to awe with new hues.
That is beautiful. Wow. I hope we make that. Let's just edit that out. Edit that. I'm going to try to sing. You're going to help me sing it like you did because you're a good teacher.
Shall we do it together?
I'm going to try alone,
Sure.
or you maybe. But no, let's do it together. Sure, that'll help me. Okay.
How about if I go first and you follow?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
You want me to grab the other one so we can do
Yeah.
this together?
Great. Okay.
You guys can join in if you like.
Yep.
Call and answer.
Yeah.
Fall, succeeding fall.
Fall, succeeding fall.
You're like trees, leaves.
You're like trees, leaves,
whose green dies
whose green dies
to awe with new hues.
to awe with new hues. Thank
Very
you.
nice,
Oh,
very nice.
my.
Come on, give him a hand.
Wow. Oh my, look at the possibilities. You could,
you're free to use these and make a fortune.
Oh.
You are. So,
Is that maybe once more with you singing, I'm gonna move.
Okay.
okay,
My one suggestion
yeah,
is be more dramatic.
Okay.
You're so subtle.
okay,
I
got
mean,
it.
I can feel your
I'm gonna do
chi.
I'm gonna do it the other way around,
Okay, you
okay?
don't have to fall on the ground. I'll give you that one.
Okay,
Okay.
but I'm gonna do, thank you.
So you'd like me to sing this?
You can sing it and then I'll move to it.
All right. Fall succeeding fall. You're like trees leaves whose green dyes to awe with new hues.
Wow, I'm getting
Much
it.
better.
Yeah.
That's much
Wow,
better.
it's such a
Very
great teacher.
expressive.
Okay. Wow, it's just hard work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially with hot lights on.
Yeah. Okay, should we move on?
Let's move on.
Okay. Oh, this is a big one coming up.
Oh yeah.
Well, we'll take it. This is what came. We'll take it. We have 5 more minutes, and then we'll be back for show number 2.
Show number 2.
This happened to me. This is a true story based on it.
Am I doing this one or you?
You're going to say it to us. I'll say it first.
Well, can we? No, you sing it first.
I'm not going to sing it. I'm going to first say it.
All right, say it.
This is called chants in church. We chant. Blessings are we. A woman on a rug is massaging her knee until hand dancing with me becomes more than we. We chant, God's everywhere, our eyes closed, the chant flows, singing airs here and there. We chant, God help us be divinity, eyes opening, hazily see, we both might be infinity, dancing so free into hand me.
Now, I just want to say one thing.
Yes, many.
With no commercial breaks, one of the things that I was told by a producer is don't touch your face when you're on TV.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but that's without commercial breaks. Because when I get itchy, I got scratch.
Oh, was that what I did?
No, I did. I've done
Oh.
it a few times.
Now-
But every time I do it, I'm so cautious of it because I remember the producer going, "Don't touch your face." But I'm itchy.
So let's hear you sing it now, if you don't mind.
Well, if I can think of a, how about if I rap it?
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna rap it. Ooh, this is gonna be hard. And we've got some things here. We chant blessings. We chant blessings are we. A woman on a rug is massaging her knee. While I'm walking towards her, she smiles at me. Kneeling, I put my head on her knee until hand dancing with me becomes more than we. We chant. God's everywhere. Our eyes closed. The chant flows. Singing airs here and there. We chant. God help us be divinity. Eyes opening, hazily see. We both might be infinity. Dancing so free into hand and to knee.
Wow. Now we're gonna have Q. Now you have a choice. Can you do that again and move?
Oh, now you're
I'm
putting
gonna
people
follow
all over
you.
me.
You can go ahead. I think you can stand in front of me and they can see your feet. No, I guess not. You have to.
Yeah, because that might fall for the.
Yes. No.
All right.
So I'll watch as best I can.
Ooh.
I'm
I'm gonna do this with one hand. I'm gonna try to be expressive with
Should I sing it while you do it?
yeah.
And then
But you gotta give me enough time because there's
Yeah.
how much time do we have left there?
We have 2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes. Let's see if we can do this. This is improv here,
Yeah.
guys.
I'm gonna try to do it hip hop, which I've never done. Okay. It's really hard. We chant Blessings are we. A woman on a rug is massaging her knee. While I'm walking toward her, she smiles at me. I think I need your help in how to do this hip hop. Okay, so you need to teach me. You're gonna watch it.
Because you're singing it.
Yeah, I'm singing. I don't know how to hip hop it yet, so you're gonna teach me.
You gotta cut it.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Now,
We'll be back. We'll be back in after we have another minute and a half, and we'll be back for the next show. So stay with
okay.
us.
So
3 more minutes.
First,
after.
first, everything has to cut.
Okay.
Now, you have to remember, I grew up in the Bronx when rap was really,
Yep.
coming up. So, for those of you that are going, I was there. All right. So it's we chant.
We chant.
Blessings are we.
Blessings are we.
A woman on a rug is massaging her knee.
A woman on a rug is massaging her knee.
While I'm walking towards her, she smiles at me.
While I'm walking toward her, she smiles at me.
Kneeling, I put my hand on her knee.
Kneeling, I put my hand on her knee.
Until hand dances with knee.
Until hand dancing with knee
Becomes more than we.
becomes more than we.
We chant God's everywhere.
We chant God's everywhere.
Our eyes closed, the chant flows, singing airs here and there.
Our eyes closed, the chant flows, singing airs here and there.
We chant God helps us be divinity.
We chant God help us be divinity.
Eyes opening hazily, see.
Eyes opening hazily, see.
We both might be infinity.
We both might be infinity.
Dancing so free.
Dancing so free.
Into hand and to knee.
Into hand, knee. Wow, you're teaching me. Wow.